Welcome to Online Stat 300. I wanted to make a video that would share with you how you're going to learn in this online environment. So as opposed to coming to class and listening to lectures and taking notes, I need to share with you the content and teach you the content. And I just wanted to show you how that's going to come across as you have this asynchronous class where you can control when you're going to learn. So I really appreciate you going through this orientation module, that very first one. If you click on that, it takes you to the first page. And I know you're here because I've embedded this video into How Do I Learn? And so I wanted to make sure you knew how you're going to learn. I didn't want it to be um, left to chance, I guess, and have some people at advantage. So apologize, I clicked on that too quickly. I was just trying to mouse over it, but along this side is modules. And the modules has that roadmap to success module that you were there. I can collapse it. And here's the first week of our class. If you're taking this in a non-summer session, it will be titled a little bit differently and organized potentially differently as we have 18 weeks to spread out the content. But you can see that if you're in the summer session, you can see that you have a fair number of sections to complete this week. A couple from chapter 1, 3 from chapter 2, and an additional one from chapter 3. And so as you're ready to get learning, hopefully we do that right away. How it's organized is I have a section 1.1. This is where all the content is. And this is the homework associated with it. Then you'll click on 1.2 to learn about section 1.2 and then do the homework for it, so forth and so on. Go back a page. Didn't mean to click on that. Was just trying to mouse over it. So let's look at 1.1. This is very typical of what a section looks like. I give you a brief verbiage as to what you'll be learning. In section 1.1, it's a lot of vocabulary. And so with every section, I have a video at the bottom. So if I go to the next section, the 1.2 section, whoops, it's going to take me to the 1.2 homework first. You click on that to enter the homework. But here's the 1.2 video down here. Sometimes there's multiple videos because I like to break up content because it gets a little lengthy. But that's typically what it looks like. So as we're ready to learn a section, let's suppose we want to learn 1.2. We click on that, kind of read a brief introduction, and I really suggest watching the video. I created the video to be closely tied to the homework problems that you'll experience. And so but there's other things that can happen as well. So as you click on the video, it'll bring it up in YouTube. In this next section, there's actually a lot of definitions if you were to read through the book section or to... And so it kind of goes through the different what we're going to be focusing on. And in the beginning of that video, I say, hey, we're not focused on everything. And so if I just click through here, you can see that I'm doing some definitions, talking you through them, writing them down. When we get into later sections, we'll be doing math and things like that. And so you can get an idea of what's involved here. Finding, collecting. And so you'll watch these videos and ideally be well prepared to do the 1.2 homework. Now, you could be watching those videos and maybe something's not clicking in the homework. Maybe you didn't like the way I explained something. You're like, well, how else can I learn? That's what this verbiage is here. And I put that in every section just to keep it fresh. But you can read the ebook. There's also a multimedia library that's available when you click on the Access Pearson. The multimedia library includes other videos, PowerPoints, instruction, worked examples. It kind of varies by topic in terms of how much content's there. But just to show you what this looks like, you're going to click on Access Pearson. And we'll have this is the same screen that you'll see. You'll click Open Pearson, and it will open up MyMathLab. You may have to click this button as well. Our screens will be different there. But eventually, after you click Open MyMathLab or Open Pearson, you'll be brought to a screen that looks just like this. And I want you to pay attention to this bar over here. Here's where you can get the e-text. And so if you click on this, you bring up the full e-text. But remember, we're looking at chapters 1.2 is what I was last looking at. So I can click on that. and I can watch a video about it. And it will bring up a video describing somebody else.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jackie White from St. Leo University, and Taylor here has come to visit today to get some help with talking.
And so they're going to talk about section 1.2 and present it in a different way that I did. Maybe it resonates better. If you click on this e-text button, it'll bring up the electronic copy of your book. And ideally, yeah, it's looking like it, right to the correct section that you're looking at, where you can read through, and maybe you're more of a visual type of learner and need the tactile of having to read through a book. And that's great. Here's all the same things that I was going to define in the book language, right? I try to use my own language. So what you'll see in the videos is I'm not repeating anything that's here in the book or within their lecture videos. But again, where was that? We were back here, clicked Access Pearson. It brought us to this screen where we opened MyMathLab, and then we were in this type of screen, and we went to eText and specifically clicked on chapter contents. Something that I would suggest, though, is using this multimedia library tag. If you click on the multimedia library tag and you realize, oh, okay, I'm in chapter 1, and I was looking at section 1.2, and I would just recommend clicking Select All. See what they have, and click Find Now. It kind of looks like on the screen that nothing happened. However, something did happen if you scroll down. And what you can see is they have a bunch of exercise videos that you could watch that show you how to do particular problems. There is a link straight to the multimedia textbook that we used before. I think it will take us right to that same page. Yep. And so we can get access to the ebook in a couple of ways. So it seems like clicking on this multimedia library, choosing the right chapter and section, and remember, scroll down, and you'll get not only the e-textbook pages, but you'll get a PowerPoint. Sorry about that. You'll get a PowerPoint slides, video clips over the different things that you could be asked about. So you'll see that we focused on parameter and statistics. You can watch an example of that. And what they are, is they're little videos. Parameter versus statistics, objective. And it's just a segment
First,
of
we
that
have that
video.
A parameter is a numerical measurement describing some character.
So it kind of breaks up that long video into short segments, which is kind of nice. You can go and say, oh, let me get some examples that worked out for me. So I just wanted to let you know that that's available. So remember, let me go back to where we were. Remember, we do all of our learning here in the modules. When I'm ready to learn about a particular section, I click on that section's name, and my video that I created is down here. There's also, by clicking Access Pearson, access to the content from the publisher. Right? And we would come, and what we're finding is clicking multimedia library, saying, hey, I'm now in chapter 2, section 1. Show me everything you got by selecting Find All. Apologize for keep doing that. Trackpad problems. And I can go to that part in the multimedia textbook. I can watch review exercises and videos about different topics there. So just wanted to let you know that all that information's available for you. Again, if you're having struggles or problems, definitely reach out via email, and I'd be happy to respond. Using this Canvas inbox is the fastest and best way to get a response. So thank you for being in this class. Hopefully this video helps you understand how you're going to learn in the class. Take care.